The first kill in the movie Robin starts with the birthday party scene where a screaming woman appears and an old man is found with a knife stabbed in his throat. The woman flees and hides under the table. Then a young teen approaches the old man wielding a stick and beats him to death with it. The teen then turns to the woman and hits her with the stick, and just then someone shoots him in the chest, killing him. We then fast forward to 34 years later. An elderly man named Aiden enters a room and opens a box labeled Robin. Inside, he finds a photograph of the same teen who had committed the murders all those years ago. The photo, dated 1990, has Aiden and Robin inscribed beneath it, revealing the teen Robin as Aiden's son. After that, we see Aiden building a robot, and he looks delighted when it's complete. The scene then shifts to a couple, Leo and Lexi, who have been together for 5 years. Leo gives Lexi a book, and when she opens it, we see a ring inside. Leo proposes to Lexi, and she's overjoyed. However, their happiness is short-lived, as Leo soon receives a threatening message from a mysterious figure standing in the distance. Leo looks worried, and Lexi asks him about the person, but he brushes it off. Leo then tells Lexi about his uncle Aiden, a former military man who, instead of adopting Leo after his parents' death, sent him to a care home, which was a difficult time for Leo. It's been 20 years since Leo and Aiden have seen each other, but now Leo decides to take Lexi to Oakwood to visit his uncle. They arrive at Oakwood, where Aiden warmly welcomes them. However, Aiden struggles to recognize Leo due to his impaired memory from a car accident 2 years prior. Despite this, Aiden invites them inside. During dinner, Aiden doesn't seem to recall past issues. He apologizes to Leo nonetheless. After dinner, Leo approaches the robot, which is sitting nearby. Leo asks questions, and Aiden introduces him to Robin, a robot companion. Lexi leaves, and Freya warns Leo about the supernatural experiences associated with the robot in this house. After that, Freya is talking to Aiden when Robin, standing outside, watches her. As Freya prepares to leave, she switches off the barn lights and books a ride on her phone. After that, the light suddenly flickers back on despite being switched off. Then Freya investigates. Robin suddenly appears and stabs her with a knife. Now the next morning, Aiden is moving restlessly, worried about Freya because she is late. Leo arrives and casually mentions Aiden's safe, which Aiden doesn't recall. According to Leo, his father had told him about the safe where Aiden kept his money. Aiden approaches Robin and notices blood on his face. He quietly takes Robin away. Then Aiden enters the room, angrily demanding to know what Robin did to Freya, and in a fit of rage removes Robin's battery. However, as soon as Aiden leaves, the robot reboots without its battery. Later that night, Leo is seen searching the house again and enters the room where the wooden box is. As he investigates, he records a video on his phone. Suddenly, the box opens by itself, and Leo's attention is drawn to it. He finds toys and a shirt with the name Robin Rutherford. Feeling a presence, Leo tries to close the box, but as he does, he finds the robot Robin standing right in front of him, with his blue mechanical eyes glowing. Leo is terrified, but Aiden arrives just in time to calm him down. Aiden and Leo sit together, and Aiden reveals to Leo that he and his team used to create prototypes for robots that could feel and think. After his accident, Aiden created a robot, Robin, using old methods. Leo discovers that Aiden had a son named Robin, and the robot was made in his likeness because Aiden misses him dearly. Leo is surprised that Aiden never mentioned having a son before. Aiden explains that Robin was his son, born long before Leo. However, it's puzzling that Leo, Aiden's nephew, didn't know about Aiden's son, and it's also strange that Leo's father, who told him about Aiden's secret safe, didn't mention anything about Aiden's son. It's very strange according to Aiden. Aiden believes that his son's soul is trapped in the robot Robin. However, Aiden doesn't remember the circumstances of Robin's death. as seen in the beginning of the movie. The next morning, two police detectives, Livingston and Diaz, arrive to investigate Freya's disappearance. Aiden claims Freya isn't there, but the detectives are skeptical and continue questioning him. Aiden becomes rude and the detectives leave. After they depart, a man named Sam sneaks into the barn searching for Freya. He finds her dead body in a cell, covered in blood. Robin, the robot, is standing behind him. Sam is shocked to see Freya's dead body and tries to call 911, but Robin cuts a rope, causing a trap to fall on Sam, with a knife piercing his throat, killing him instantly. After that, Leo does some investigation on Aiden's son, Robin. He finds a man named Peter, who claims to have been present on the night of the massacre. Leo calls Peter, who initially tries to brush him off, but eventually reveals that Robin killed everyone on his birthday, except for his father. Robin was close to his father, but his mother was cruel. At the end of the party, Robin was acting out, and his mother punished him by locking him in a cell. However, his father secretly freed him. But by then, Robin had changed. He made his victims suffer as he had suffered and killed them all. Peter reveals that Robin died that night, shot by his own father after killing his mother. As soon as Peter finishes speaking, Leo's laptop battery dies. Then Lexi bursts in, holding up Leo's phone with blackmailer Jay's threatening messages. Leo explains that he had debts he couldn't pay, and the amount multiplied with interest reaching $50,000. Now Jay is blackmailing him. Lexi is frantic, but Leo reveals his plan to Lexi that Uncle Aiden has nearly $500,000 in a safe, which Aiden has forgotten about. Leo plans to take the money and pay off Jay. Lexi finds it unacceptable for Leo to rob his own uncle, but Leo convinces her to go along with the plan, claiming it's all for her sake. Leo mixes pills into the coffee Lexi made for Aiden. Lexi gives Aiden the coffee. Just then, the two police detectives return, but Aiden is under the influence of the pills and unable to respond. Leo and Lexi hear the knock but don't answer. When no one answers the door, the detectives head towards the barn. Detective Diaz enters while Detective Livingston stays outside. As Diaz investigates, she finds the robot Robin standing there. She notes it as a false alarm and turns to leave, but the robot suddenly boots up. As she approaches it, the robot stabs her in the abdomen with a knife and attaches it to a live electrical source, causing an electric shock that kills her. Detective Livingston tries to communicate with her but receives no response, prompting him to head towards the barn. Livingston enters the barn and finds her electrocuted body. The robot Robin stabs him from behind and then uses a blowtorch to burn his face. We cut to Leo and Lexi, where Leo searches Aiden's room while Lexi stands outside near the stairs. She hears the floor creak and calls out to Leo. They discover a hidden door under the carpet, and Robin is watching them from somewhere. Leo and Lexi proceed to the basement where they hear a noise. Lexi notices it, but Leo doesn't. When Lexi turns around, she's face to face with the robot. She runs down the stairs and hides behind a small door. She calls out to Leo, who's trying to break down the door between them. Meanwhile, Robin tries to stab Lexi with a knife, but Leo manages to break through the door and Lexi escapes to his side. Lexi spots a safe and they try to open it, but the code doesn't match. Leo remembers Robin's birthday, May 3rd, 1979, and tries it. The safe opens, but it's empty. Leo and Lexi are worried. Maybe Leo's father gave him wrong information, or if Aiden withdrew the money before his accident. They are now worried about escaping. As they sit in silence, a knife suddenly stabs Lexi in the throat from behind. The robot Robin stands nearby. Leo grabs an iron rod and hits the robot's face, but the robot responds with a nearby glass shard, hitting Leo's head. After that, we see Leo tied up in the cell basement. When he regains consciousness and screams for help, Robin reminds him that screaming is pointless, just like he used to do when his mother locked him in the cell. Robin questions Leo about why he's there, and Leo claims it's to patch things up with his uncle. Robin doesn't believe him and fires a nail gun into Leo's arm. Leo continues to lie and Robin fires another nail into his hand. Finally, Leo admits that he came for the money. Robin asks for his identity, and Leo claims to be Aiden's nephew. Robin fires another nail into Leo's leg, believing he's an imposter. There's a big revelation that Leo isn't Aiden's nephew. The nephew's name is Max. Leo was actually the groundskeeper here 6 years ago, and overheard Aiden talking about not trusting banks and keeping his money in a safe. After losing his job and learning about Aiden's accident and memory loss, Leo posed as Aiden's nephew to patch things up and get the money. This was Leo's biggest mistake. Now Leo tries to talk his way out and removes the nails from his hand. While Robin points the nail gun at his forehead, Leo manages to untie himself and attacks Robin, taking control of the nail gun. However, before Leo can destroy Robin, Aiden arrives and shoots Leo in the chest, killing him. Then Aiden recovers the robot and welcomes it back as his son Robin. We had 9 kills in the movie Rob1n, 5 males and 4 females. The golden hammer for the best kill goes to Detective Diaz, who got stabbed and then electrocuted. It's a pretty cool and unique death. Haven't really seen a death like that before. The silver pistol for the worst kill goes to Robin's mother, who he killed by beating her with a stick. Pretty dumb and weak kill. Comment your favorite kills down below and subscribe to Movie Gods to be a movie god. I'll see you in the next one.